Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tyler Huntley and the Brooklyn Bulls versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Brooklyn Bulls. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Back to Mixon on second down. A nice little juke. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. First carry now for Chris Evans. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Huntley. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Jordan Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. These two teams all tied after 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Huntley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Patrick Queen from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Huntley. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And touchdown. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Bulls are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. On 1st down, Huntley. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On the move to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ezukama in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bulls have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And Eric Azukama closed things out with a touchdown grab.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 29, Burrow. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. Baltimore heading south to take on Jacksonville. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Kadarius Toney leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Huntley dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Huntley being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Huntley throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Off the play fake. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw. Huntley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. McPherson's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it caught.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Huntley. Pass complete. Ezukama with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14 and give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. The football, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 51 yards, and the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Burrow. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Huntley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.